Hi, my name is Lhea Andal, and it's an honor to be presenting to you right now the implementation plan for our company. So to start with, let me go back and refresh everyone about the issues that we are experiencing. As you can see in the slides, problem statements says that innovative manufacturing company lower performance in customer satisfaction and product quality caused by the high defect rate in production and driven by the gaps in the process standardization, poor employee management, outdated technology, and communication gaps. So the goal right now for the innovative manufacturing company is to decrease the defect rates by at least 30% within the next 12 months. So how do we come up with that 30% number? According to Lean Six Sigma case studies in manufacturing industries, structured initiatives consistently results in 25 to 40% defect reductions. So similar gains have been documented by private label companies applying this method. So therefore, 30% is credible, feasible, stretch goal based on the credible evidences. So these slides have reminded us about the critical challenges we are facing, including the high defect rates, excuse me, the decline in NPS score, which directly impact customer satisfaction. These issues have led to increased customer complaints, putting our brand equity and reliability at risk. Addressing these problems is essential to restore trust and maintain our competitive position in the market. So we need to focus in improving product quality and the customer experience to reverse these negative trends. And to do that, we have put in corrective actions together that we can implement for our company to reverse the negative trend. So first is conduct structured root cause analysis of the company production process, and that would include recording the defect logs, machine errors, supply issues, complaint records. It has to be analyzed and recorded separately. Next is conduct training, regular meetings, recognition, and establish formal exit interviews to the employees. Why? Because it's important to design and roll out a quality training program tailored specifically to production and customer service roles, ensuring that it addresses the skill gaps, the process adherence, the customer-centric behavior in the first, especially during the first month of implementation. So it's also important to establish a formal exit interviews uh, for the employees. Why? Because it can capture the feedback on the management, the training, the workplace culture. It identifies recurring issues so we can improve our employee management practices. And of course, lastly, is to upgrade or implement the modernized system integrated with our ERP and CRM platforms. So how we do that? We have this implementation plan and timeline. Basically, week one, week two, monthly, quarterly, biannual, and annual. So week one, this is just initial briefing and wherein we are aligning everybody, all the stakeholders. We are informing everyone about our plan. So this is actually important. It includes the kickoff meeting with all the stakeholders, discuss the data of identified problems and root causes. We have to present the goal, the objectives for the solution, set, the transparency and the expectations. So all the stakeholders are included, and communication will be done through town hall meetings and via emails. On week two, this is focused merely on the department group. So departmental action plans, wherein we conduct actions plans for the structured root cause analysis. We conduct the employee quality training to improve the people's skills, improve morale. We review the potential risks and mitigations. Um, Also, we begin the weekly team meetings huddles to track the progress. This time, only the middle management and the frontline employees will be involved, and the communication will be through team meetings and huddles. On monthly basis, we will conduct the monthly root cause analysis sessions, review the defect logs, machine errors, supply issues, and complaints, track the number of employees trained in the quality and process improvement using HR system or Excel file records, and conduct post-training assessments. So we have also to recognize the milestone, update the stakeholders on the defect reduction and the NPS progress. We have to review the leading indicators. We can use email, newsletters, and our website to communicate. We also do the customer feedback on monthly basis. So the external partners will receive email, online survey notifications. On quarterly basis, this is important. A strategic review of implementation progress and sustainability assessment is really, really critical. So employee engagement, survey participation, and customer feedback collection, update the CRM, ERP system, upgrade progress, and workflow adoption rate. So share results in executive presentations and town hall meetings. Biannual, this is system upgrades. Only the middle management, the frontline employees, CEO, and BD, or the executive leadership will be involved. This will be carried out through executive presentations, team meetings, and huddles. On annual basis, this is a review of final outcome. Complete major milestone for QMS, ERP, and CRM upgrades, analyze the defect rates, reductions, and compared with our target of 30% within the next, within the 12 months. So review the lagging indicators, the NPS score, the on-time delivery, employee turnover, absenteeism, complaint resolutions, and all the stakeholders will be informed either through town hall, newsletters, and company, website. But, as I said, while we are in the process of implementing our corrective actions, it is important to be guided by different metrics like leading indicators. So what are these? These are the number of the employees trained, frequency of root cause analysis sessions conducted, the implementation rate of a standardized workflow, the employee engagement survey participation, the CRM ERP system upgrade progress. Why are all these really important? Because it helps us monitor the progress of the activities or the process that would, help us get to our goal. So this is really crucial to monitor these indicators throughout the implementation process to prevent critical problems developing later on. So that's the importance of knowing these leading indicators. But not only leading indicators is critical or imperative in this process, it is also crucial to measure the final outcome of your implementation plan using the logging indicators. What are those? These are the defect rate reduction, the NPS score. Are we moving towards the industry benchmark? The employee turnover, are we still at the high rate, or it decreases? So revenue trends and contract retention, the employee absenteeism, the customer complaint frequency and resolution rate, the on-time delivery percentage. These are the metrics that needs to be measured at, so that we can measure the success of our implementation plan. And not only those leading and lagging indicators, we are also facing potential risk along the way. So what are those risks? We have the resistance to change, the incomplete data, the technology implementation delays, the supply chain or ERP issues. We have also the morale issues. So how can we mitigate those? As VP of quality, we develop strategies to overcome or minimize this impact of this risk with our plans. So here are the examples. The leadership should show accountability, transparency in the communication, and the progress recognition, so we can mitigate the resistance to change. When it comes to incomplete data, we can address it by expanding our data collection. As I mentioned earlier, the defect categories, employee surveys, complaint categorizations, we can do that. So at the end, we can ensure that we have a complete data. When it comes to technology implementation delays, how can we mitigate that? Because this really happens. We really experience this in many situations. So how can we mitigate this situation? We have to assign dedicated IT support and phased rollouts. For morale issues, we need to regularly recognize, our employees, provide them feedback, provide them training, equip them on everything that they needed with all these changes and, a lot of tasks or works that we've been, assigning to them. Now, what are the benefits that we're going to get if we have a successful implementation plan? Of course, our goal is to have the defect rate reduction by 30%. So uh, it can restore the customer trust, improve net promoter score, and enhance our brand equity. And of course, that will help us reposition the company as a reliable private label partner that protects, enhances the retail brand equity by embedding the data-driven quality assurance, guaranteed defect, pre-production, on-time delivery, and best-in-the-class service. So that's all. That's the end of my slides. If there's any questions that you would like to ask, I'm willing to answer. But I'm hoping that you will support this plan. You will empower us. You will commit to executing this plan as soon as possible. Together, let's make this transformation a reality. Thank you very much.